Today we're going to learn how to make professional looking stamps using cheap craft foam that'll look incredibly well on gel plates. Let's get to it. Let's talk about the tools you're going to need. First off, you are going to need a gel plate. It doesn't matter the size, doesn't matter the brand, whatever you have. Second thing you're going to need, brayer. I have two of them here. Optional is a Baron. That's just for even pressure. Of course, you're going to need some paper to print on. You'll need some acrylic paint. I didn't pull them up, but you can variety of colors. I'm going to use mostly bright colors today. This is some foam board with some adhesive on the back that we're going to cut into shapes to use as our stamps. I got this set for, I think it was like $7 at Michael's. It works beautifully. It attaches to the cardboard I have over here, which will be the next thing I talk about, to create your stamps. And last but not least, did I leave anything out? I don't think I did. Last thing I have are a couple of things for, these are catalyst wedges to make some marks. And I left this over here. I have some blades to do my cutting with. I've got a cutting board over here that I'm going to pull up. I'll move everything out of the way and we'll get started. Okay, here's my foam pad. I have borrowed this idea from Nadja Brovovich. I think I'm going to pronounce it Brovovich art. And she does some wonderful work on her shorts and with her long form where she uses stamps. And when I saw her use it, I'm going, you know, that's creative. And I really like what she's doing. And it's so simple. And it creates something that is actually very usable. And this is going to be a reusable piece of art project that we're going to do today. So I'm going to, just like she does, I'm going to create basically a cityscape. I'm going to get houses and maybe a few other things to use as our stamps. I'm thinking maybe even a moon or a sun, but we'll see how we get when we get started. You're definitely going to need, and I left this off the list, something to cut with. You can do this with scissors. You can do this with blades, the X-Acto blades, which is what I'm going to be using today. This is a very easy project. It's a project that you could easily do with children. I wouldn't use these, but easily do with children. And I think you'll find that this is not only useful, but it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to get started. This got me thinking, well, how I could make this a little safer for, say, if you're working with kids. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my cuts with here. We'll see how well that works. It has, the blades are here, but they're covered. So let's see how this one works. And I think I want to make my little building about 2 inches wide. I did get a cut. Didn't go all the way through, but I did get the cut. So that'll allow me to get some nice even cuts with this. So I'm going to continue and cut up a few of these. I'm going to speed this whole section up so you can see how I do these initial cuts, the straight cuts. That's 3 cuts. I'll do some more here. Now these are going to be my, basically, I can do almost probably 6 or 8 on this one. Let's put this aside. Oh, I can use it still. You know, sometimes when you start out with an idea, you get about halfway there and you say, oh, you know, I can do this a different way. The adhesive back on these, highly recommend. You can do it manually and glue it down, but this makes things much simpler. And I don't mind that my little houses here, I mind that they're a little bit funky. It gives it charm. The charm of the best part of this is once they're down, they're going to pull up when you pull up the stamp. You're going to want to put something on the back to be able to lift it with. Just need something to grab onto, that's all. Okay, so we have our stamps. I'll put my things away and I'll be right back. We're going to do 2 quick pulls. I'm going to not talk about it. I'm going to talk about the colors. Basically, I'm going to do 2 layers, and I'm going to add my stamps in and pull a second one. So that's going to be what we're going to do. And I'm not going to talk a whole heck of a lot. I'm going to get right to it. Here's a few creative ideas of things you could try next. Okay, 2 simple pulls. The only thing I added was it's made for clay, to put impressions in clay. It works beautifully for this. That was an experiment. Happy that it worked out. Okay, so 2 simple ways. This was basically 1 pull. Put down my dark layer first, did my impressions, put down the pickup layer, which was my color layer. Worked out beautifully. This is the other way around where it's 2 pulls. I put down my background, I lifted it, did a pull on it, and then, as you saw, put down my impression layer, pulled that, and this is what we got. Both equally valid, both equally, I think, have value. So that's what we have for today. That worked out beautifully. So when you do these, they're not hard to make. The list of what you had is going to be down in the description, or what you're going to need is down in the description. And I'm hoping that you got something out of this. This has been Thursday Train. Up after me is going to be Johnny of Johnny Dark Art Creatorium, followed by Adrian Corey of Art's Really Cool. As always, if you could give me a like. If you haven't already done so, subscribe, and of course, leave a comment. I am getting ready to do another video in the near future, next week or the week after, on color theory. I want to hear your input. Is that something you'd be interested in hearing about or learning about? So, have any questions, leave them down in the comments section. I want to thank you very much for being here, and as always, I'll see you next time.